Hey guys, it's Vanessa. I'm here to do the top 13 of 2013. I cannot believe another year has ended. I know everyone has said that. 2013 was a pretty quick year, and I'm kind of glad it ended. It wasn't the best of years for me. Nothing crazy except that, I mean, you guys all know, and if you don't, video here, I had that crazy allergic reaction that really shook me up. And then I also got 20 stitches on my finger that I sliced with a blender. And that was all in a very short period of time and really threw me for a loop for the year. And on top of that, I just felt generally like I got more like just colds throughout the year. So I was like a little bit more sick. Work was very stressful this year for me. So it was just kind of like an overall, it wasn't like one of the best years of my life. So I'm definitely okay with it being 2014 now. It is January 2nd today. So second day of the new year, and I already feel better, and like 2013 is gone. So today we're going to do our top 13 of 2013. Every year I do the top blank of blank. So last year was the top 12 of 2012. You get the gist. So we're just going to get right into it because I have 13 freaking things to talk about. The first thing I'm going to talk about, I store in here, and it is the Shiseido Facial Cotton. Very hyped here on YouTube, and I just, you know, I really hate buying into hype products, but a lot of people that I trust said that they like these, so I went and checked them out, and I love them. They're a great high quality cotton. I have a whole review if you want to see it here, but long story short, although they seem more expensive when you first buy them, it kind of averages out to the same as a drugstore one, and it's much better quality. So that's an extremely long video that goes into detail and kind of compares these to other ones, but I just really have truly enjoyed these this year, and I mainly use them to apply my moisturizer with these, and I love it. Love, love, love. The next product is a body product, and it is a fragrance. And I'm embarrassed to bring this out again. Every time I bring it out on my channel, I just like, I'm embarrassed, but it's true. Pink in Sweet Flirty. I don't know. This was just my jam this year. My mom got it for me, I think, last Christmas, and I just been using it all year. And I think the thing is, I really like real perfumes, but something about a body spray, just they're bigger, so I think they catch your eye first, and they just seem easier to use when you're on the go. And I'm always running late, so I feel like I tend to like gravitate towards body mists versus like a real deal perfume, just because they seem more like convenient for some reason. I think it's really like punchy, and like it smells kind of like fruit punch, so it does make me think of summer. I think you could easily wear this in the winter, especially if you layer it with an even muskier scent to kind of just bring it down. I really like it, and I've been using it a lot all year. Next is actually kind of a boring kind of skincare body product. It's like regular old plain Jane CeraVe, and this stuff is like highly recommended for like every dermatologist I know, for people who have any kind of skin conditions such as like eczema and that sort of thing. This and Cetaphil are like the two things everyone tells you to get. And when I had the crazy allergic skin reaction, this was the only thing that like really made me like soothe my skin. And ever since that reaction, my like body skin is different now, and now I feel like I have to moisturize because I have much drier skin. And you guys all know I always say I'm such a lazy lotioner, and I never put lotion on, but now I just like can't live without this, and it's kind of pricey, but if you're skinnier than me, it'll last you a long time. There's a whole lot of body here that needs to get lotion. So I feel like I go through this quite often, but it is just like a plain old straight up boring, no frills cream that really actually leaves your skin feeling hydrated, nice and supple. I've noticed a big difference. I'm a big girl, like I just said, so I got the stretch marks. I got all that stuff going on that most girls would die, but whatever. And I have to say that this has definitely, being an active lotioner and using this every day, I have seen a reduction in the appearance of my stretch marks, and my skin overall just looks smoother and more supple, and now I just can't live without it. It's my jam. So definitely in my stressful 2013, this was wonderful. The next product is a fairly recent product, and it is for nails, and it's the Butter London Nail Foundation base coat. So before this I was using the Seche Vite, and the thing I liked about the Seche Vite is that it is like a pearly white, so it's not just a clear, so I felt like it really helped your polish stand out, and also you can kind of wear it by itself on lazy days. Now the nail foundation is it is kind of this like skin tony beige color, and it dries to like a matte. It actually looks really pretty on its own, but I do feel like it really does help just that little bit. It helps the colors stand out a bit more since they're going on a colored base, and I do feel that because it's a matte base, it helps your nail polishes hang on like a few days longer than other base coats. I really love it. It goes on really smooth, and it helps your polish go on really smooth as well. And if you've been thinking about it, I would say check it out because I have been loving it thus far. Really good. Next, we're moving on more to like the makeup stuff. So the first thing is this Almay Wake Up Hydrating Makeup. And I think I've said this before because it was in one of my favorites. I'm not sure if you can get this anymore, but as you can tell, I used it a lot last year. And I think I got it in one of those, like at the beginning of the year. This time of year, there's a lot of like crazy super duper clearances at the drugstore. And I think this was something like $2. And I picked it up, didn't think anything of it. But every time I wear it, I get compliments, and people like keep asking me about my skin. And I've said this before, the funny thing is I don't even think that it like does much to my skin, but it is just really easy to apply. I get a lot of compliments when I use it, and it feels nice on the skin because it has that little bit of the cooling sensation. It weirdly also helps when I have breakouts, which is bizarre because it doesn't claim to do that anywhere. And it has an SPF of 13. So I really enjoyed this. Again, like this year and in general, I've just been running late a lot, and I've been very lazy. It was a bad makeup year for me. I wasn't as enthusiastic and excited to wear makeup every day, so this was definitely like a quick, fast staple to just look presentable, and I loved it this year. The next product I'm actually wearing today, and it is the Veronica and Betty and Veronica Archie Girls collection from MAC. And it is Prom Princess, and it's a powder blush, and it's a satin. It's a really pretty blush. It's just one of these nice kind of like berry tone blushes, and I really like these blushes. I tend to think, and I think people think about them a lot in fall, winter, but I really feel like these are very like year long. I'm wearing it today, and I just think that they're like are really nice. They really complement deeper lip colors, but they also kind of give you the right flush when you're wearing like a lighter lip. So I love it. This also looks really pretty in the crease of the eye, just to add like a little pop of something to like a rather drab smoky eye. I love it. It has like a really nice satin, because it's a satin finish. It has a little bit of shimmer in it, but I don't really know anything about that, but I do think that the shimmer kind of really helps, or the satin really helps sculpt the cheek. And it's just easy go-to. I know it's limited edition. I never feel bad showing limited edition things because chances are, number one, it might get re-promoted, and number two, it's more about the colors and the formulation that I'm telling you is why this is so amazing. So just find what works for you. But this, for me, in 2013, worked wonders. Moving along, the next product is a kind of boring product, but works really good, and I'm a little bit late on the hype for this, and it's the Bare Minerals Well Rested, and it's just this like concealer powder from Bare Minerals, and it's in powder form, as I mentioned, and it's intended to be used as a powder concealer, or you can also use it as a setting powder for your concealer, which is what I tend to do more. So what you do is you apply your regular, you know, creamy concealer of any kind, and then you just dust this over it, and it kind of locks in that creamy concealer in place. And it also adds a little bit of like light diffusing brightness under the eye. So I really like that because it does make you look well rested. It does not work for all skin tones, so definitely go to Sephora. They'll give you a sample. I lived 2 years like on the Sephora samples because they gave me one sample that lasted like a year and another sample that lasted like another year. So definitely go to Sephora and ask for a sample because a little of this goes a long way. You can also use this as just your concealer, but I only recommend that if you don't really have that many issues with discoloration under your eye. And for that, you would just use kind of like a flat, don't use a fluffy brush, use like a really flat synthetic brush and kind of tap it into the eye, which works really well too if you're like at the end of the day at work and you just need a little pick-me-up. So I really like this, and it was another one of those products that I didn't want to buy into the hype, but once I did, it was a winner. The next product is relatively new. I only have had it for maybe about a month. I won it on a Twitter giveaway, and it's a product that's kind of new to the beauty world, and it's one of these Marc Jacobs, what are these called? The Style Icon number 7 palettes, and this one is in 208, the Vamp. And it has all these really pretty colors, and I just love this palette. I'm wearing it today on my eyes, and today I have this kind of what is this color? Like this kind of silvery metallic color on all over the lid. In the crease I kind of have this like deep brown metallic color, and then just a little bit on the outer I have the shimmery black, and then as a highlight I have this really nice just kind of buttery cream, like off-white color. And I really love these. They're just really easy to wear. This particular palette too, I feel like you can make so many colors. You can make like a really standard neutral eye, you can make a fun eye, jewel toned, you could just do a classic smoky eye, you could do an everyday look. I mean, I use this all the time and I love it. I also think it's great for like the holiday season because the jewel tones are always fun this time of year. But I love the formulation of this. I feel like it's really dummy proof. I like the design of it. I like that you can see both your eyes in the mirror. I love this thing, and like I think it's one of the best palettes that I ever got, and I really want to buy another one. I bought one for a friend for Christmas, and it was one of those gifts where you kind of want to steal it. That's how good it was. So I definitely recommend these. If you've been thinking about it, go swatch them at Sephora. I love this Marc Beauty palette. The next product I'm going to talk about goes under your eyeshadow, and I'm also wearing it today, and it's MAC's Prolongwear Paint Pot in Vintage Selection. And it's this really pretty kind of like dirty neutral pink color is the best way I could describe it. And it's just a really nice color. Again, going with my lackluster makeup year and also just kind of running late all the time. This is so easy. I don't know if my light, there we go. So easy to throw on, and all of a sudden your eye looks like really sexy and awake and cute. It looks really good on its own. It looks good under any kind of neutral shadow. Looks really good under like mattes if you want to give them more life and kind of change them up a bit. It's just a really, really pretty shade. I love it. And just this and some liner and like a bold lip and you are ready to go. Definitely use this a lot this year, and it takes a lot for me to stray from my soft ochre paint pot, so the fact that this was my jam says a lot. Keeping with the eyes, also wearing it today, and I think it was in my favorites last year for the year, and it's the Lancome Art Liner. I just love it. Fell in love with it again this year. It's just so effortless, this liner. So dark, so effortless. I always get a really nice line with it. Pretty hard to mess up, personally for me, my liner when I use this. And like today, like I didn't wear mascara, and it kind of is like a way that you can add some drama to the lash line without having to put on mascara if you're like I'm not going anywhere, I'm just doing this video. So yeah, I really like it. It's my jam. Another favorite is the Duo Brush On Adhesive with vitamins, and this is just a eyelash glue, and I really like, I'm still not like convinced I have to wear eyelashes every day kind of girl, but before I used to be like, I never wear eyelashes, I don't even care if it's a special event. And definitely this year I have for sure embraced the false lash, and putting them on myself and others has been so much easier because of this glue. Unlike the other squeeze glues where it's very easy to squeeze a little too much glue, this one has a brush applicator, so it's really easy to apply the perfect amount. And when you put it on, it has this kind of, here, let's see if you can see on my hand. It kind of has this like little like opalescent blue tinge to it, and so you can kind of see where it's placed, and then it ends up drying clear. But it's also really easy too when your lash is kind of like coming off at the ends and then the inner corners, which it tends to do. Really easy to keep this in your bag and do touch-ups versus having to bring like a brush and the glue and taking it all off. I could just like sneak in behind the lash with this brush, add a dot of glue, and kind of refasten it. So I love this. Love, love, love this. And you can get it pretty affordably at Nordstrom Rack. Definitely, if you have issues with lashes, check this out. We're almost done. Last two products. So the next product that I really like, and I have two of the same thing to show you, is the NYX Waterproof Lip Liner. I'm actually wearing this one today in the color Plum. And I love these. They're like a nice retractable liner, so you don't have to deal with sharpening. They last like seriously a super long time. They're really nice and matte, so they're really great because they really cling onto the lip. So normally what I do is line and fill with this when I do it on myself or other people's makeup. I let it sit there for a while so that it, you know, it really adheres to the lip, and then I apply whatever color they're going to wear over it. And then no matter what, this will kind of it'll linger on there for a good amount of time. So it's really nice to use, especially for those days that you're going to be all day. Like I said, it's waterproof, and it really is like very minimally budge proof. I'm really rubbing it here. And you can see that obviously it fades, but it always has that little bit lingering. So I just think it's great. It like lasts through like me drinking, like at a special event, like the all night and that sort of thing. So I love these, and they're also really affordable. Also, you can get these at Nordstrom Rack. And then my last item for 2013 is an oldie but a goodie, and it's these Rimmel Moisture Renew lipsticks. I don't know why I like rediscovered and fell in love with these this year, but I did. Today I'm currently wearing this one in 940 Berry Queen, which is one of my easy, effortless kind of red lip products because it just goes on. They feel like chapstick. You don't really need gloss because they have like a nice sheen to them. They moisturize your lips. They don't dry them out. They have an SPF of 18. And they're just so effortless. And I like this kind of super tacky reflective purple packaging because in like a dark purse, really easy to find these. This is another one that's one of my favorites, and it's a 240 Latino, and I tend to wear this one a lot like on casual makeup days when I don't want to be all glammed up. But I've just been really loving how easy and effortless these are, and like how they almost nourish your lip while you're wearing lipstick. So I've been loving this. Great for the cold and the warm weather. So yeah, that is my 13 favorite products of 2013. I hope you guys had an excellent 2013, but I hope you have an even better 2014. As every year, you guys are always my #1 favorite for the year. You stuck by me through a really shitty YouTube year. I was so crappy this year. I know I failed you on my favorites. I think I only did like 1 favorite video this year. My videos were very sporadic, and I really appreciate you guys sticking by, still commenting, and still being awesome. And hopefully in 2014, I get back on this YouTube bandwagon, and you know, I don't want to make all these false promises like I and most YouTubers always do in the beginning of the year, but I am really going to try harder to dedicate more time to this channel because you guys, more than like YouTube, you guys specifically deserve that because you stick around all the time and you listen to me ramble. So yeah, I hope you guys have a great day. Let me know down below some of your favorites of the year, or if you shared any similar favorites with me, or if you don't like some of these products, tell me why. I like hearing all opinions, and I hope you guys have a great day. Talk to you later. Bye.